random photo in time and in a place in time. Now this here looks like France to me. Let's say France, or maybe France is this way, so it might be the Netherlands actually. It's probably going to be. So what we've got is, this looks like the war. So I'm going to say that it's probably during liberation somewhere. So it's going to be past 1945, maybe 1946. Kappa. Now, they look Dutch to me, maybe Dutch, and the flags here. If it was French, it'd be sideways. It'd be the red, white, and blue. There'd be the orange, white, and blue. Orange, white, and blue there. What chapel would that be? Let's go and have a look anyway. So what we're going to do, I'm going to change this slider here to 1940. D-Day was 1944. So let's say 1945. June 1944 D-Day. So let's say this is, by the time they get to Paris, here, fight through, I'd say that, or Holland I should say, not Paris, up into Amsterdam up here, is a wee bit further. We don't have a compass or anything like that there, so let's, I do not know where any chapels or anything are in here. So we might, and we don't speak Dutch, so a lot of this is going to be foreign, as it were. So we've got a monastery there. That could be the monastery there. I mean, it's a fair guess. We've got a street down here. We've got the Transvalbert Oost. I'm gonna have a little. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my marker down here. Where did I see it? Here somewhere. But I'm just gonna have a little snoop around and see if I can't find something that sort of looks like it lines up better. Like this here looks like it's a street that runs to the monastery, which that doesn't really have. But we can go satellite, which might help us a little bit more, but I mean it's just gonna be satellite view from the top. It does not look like it. Now, so we can't obviously like Google Earth look around, but I mean we might be able to see something that sort of looks like it. I mean it may not even be in central Amsterdam here. Like it might be, you know, I mean it looks like it would be. I don't know. I'm well out of my depth here. We might just have to take a guess and just hope that it's, you know, somewhere. I'm gonna go hybrid here because then this has like streets and everything, and then we can sort of know just how far away we're getting from everything here. I would be very hesitant to guess some of these names. Because I don't want to sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. But we know that I don't know what I'm talking about. So, okay, do we have, I can't even see what some of these symbols are here. It'd be nice to know like some of these symbols, but I don't know. Where was my mark? Can't even find my mark now. Might have to go to just standard so I can find where my mark is. Over here. Okay. Why did I put my mark there? That's not my mark, is it? That's not where I... That wasn't where I put it, I'm sure. Shit. So, this is how good I am at this. So this is not a main street here. This is obviously going to be one of these little offshoots here. Where's that? I think we're just going to guess. We're gonna have a stab in the dark here. Like I said, I would have liked to have found like something churchy looking, but and even like that road looking, but let's just pick somewhere here that sort of might be somewhere close-ish maybe. Let's just pick Amsterdam. Zoom in here, Amsterdam, Amsterdam, Amsterdam. Just because of the Dutch flags, I feel like this is probably going to be a town outside Amsterdam, but that's what it is. Can't find anything that looks even chapel-like. Can't see anything. Let's just put it down there and make a guess. Now this is going to tell us, so we were 1 year off, so this was 1944, so I was pretty close with 1945 there, obviously. Allied forces parading streets during liberation of Eindhoven. I was very, very close with that, thinking it was in the Dutch area there. Obviously Amsterdam is going to be a little bit higher up there, but Eindhoven down here makes perfect sense. Let's have a look what it would have looked like if we had have been in the right-ish location. Would I have been able to have a guess at it? No, I would have been guessing just as much, but you know, I felt like I was pretty safe going to Amsterdam. So anyway, so we get 5,000 points for the year, 5,000 points for the location, how close we were and how close the years were. Then you obviously lose them, so you lose 50 points per year that you're out. So let's try the next round. Okay, what do we have here? We've got Portugal. So where's that going to be then? And what year? We can only sort of gauge by what people are wearing. We've got a sailor there. Viva as someone. So what are we going to do? Let's just jump in here. Let's where the hell am I going to? Portugal's where I'm going to. We are going to go, I mean, we're probably going to have to pick a main centre for this, aren't we? Like, it's going to have to be like one of the main ones, like Lisbon, or what else is there? Porto maybe? Let's go Porto, because it's going to have to be a main one. Do you have any idea of I don't know. Does it check out? Like it's sort of looks more like a villagey than like towny, if you know what I mean. Like that's or like, you know, like city-ish. But that could just be completely mistaken here, because I have absolutely no idea. I've never been to any of these places. Doesn't look right to me though. let's go back down south. Let's squeeze in here on Lisbon. See what we think of this. Almada? I think I'm just going to have to take a stab at one of these. Porto's more central, so I feel like I'd be a bit stupid to stray away from that. But let's just do Lisbon. Let's pick a spot here. Somewhere where by the shoreline. There we go. And this is like, this has got to be reasonably new, you'd think. Did they have any revolutions? Like, I don't know my history that well. Got nothing to give us an idea of a year. Like, there's nothing that says like 1965. Let's do it. 1965. Let's see what we think. Oh, we're in the right place. We're in Lisbon. We're 9 years off though, so we weren't too great with that there. But I mean, hey, I'm happy with that. Like the other, like up in Porto, it looked too like villagey than that. Hey, I mean, shit, we got some. Could have been all right. I don't know. Everest. Okay, so we've got to be Everest base camp here. We've got some years on here. So we've got 2021, so it can only be 22, 23. Does it go up to 23, 24? Okay, so we got a goodie here. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get in here. And we have a goodie here, I think. This is going to be base camp, so we should have a label for the base camp. Where are you, Everest? Where'd you go to? Where'd you go to, Everest? This is the hiking track, I presume, coming up here. Mount Everest here. Do we have the base camp? Everest. Surely there's going to be somewhere that says base camp. Come on. There's got to be the trail. Come on. Surely it's going to say base camp here somewhere because it's close to Nepal. Come on. I just don't know where exactly the base camp is. So we've got Mount Everest here. So I mean, even if we are just gonna, do we have? Let's find. Oh, yeah. So it's all snowy and it's all rocky, so that tells me it's got to be reasonably close here. So I reckon we're going to be maybe down here somewhere. It's still all rocky, it's still all snowy. So, and that's I'm going to presume is Everest up the back there. So, let us pick. Let us pick somewhere around here. Not too far from Everest as it is. Let's go right there. And so we've got 2021. Do we see any 2022s? Do we see any 2022s? 2021. Not seeing any 22s. So we're going to do 2021 because I would think even if it was 2022, there'd be at least one 2022. But we've got a big 2021 there. 2021. 21. Let's do it. Oh. 22. It's 22. Oh, no. No. If we had a zoomed in more, we would have seen that it said base camp there. Where were we? Hold on. So Everest is over here. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Right there. Berlin Wall? Is that what we're thinking? What side are we on though? And what year are we thinking? When did the wall come down? Where the hell did the wall go? Berlin Wall Memorial? Well, hey, I mean, we've got to take a stab somewhere around there, don't we? Shoot, where did it split though? I thought it was like quite obvious, like maybe it was like that, I think is the wall line? Because it was like, it was quite obviously split, I thought, from memory. But hum. Surely it's got to be that grey line through there for north and south. So let's pick somewhere on here. Let us just say that we are let's say we're there. And when did the wall come down? I remember David Hasselhoff doing something about the wall. When did the Berlin Wall come down? He looks sharply dressed. I don't know my history well enough. Let's. When did the wall come down, Paul? Was it as late as like the 80s? I feel like there's something that David Hasselhoff did. But they don't look like they're in the 80s. Let's just go 65. We're quite 63. Young West Berlin couple climbs to the top of the wall to talk to relatives on East Berlin apartment. See, there's... Oh, shit. Oh, pushed the wrong button. Hey, so this was... I thought the wall was like more... Oh, I was thinking north and south, not west and east. That would have been that line that we were looking at there then, quite likely. I don't know. I don't think I would have been able to get much closer than that anyway without a wild guess anyway, but 62, 63, quite close with that. I feel quite lucky with that. Okay, what do we got here? Is this final round? Final round, the Gaylords, Karen Chandler on stage in person, panoramic screen, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, the caddy. What are we looking at here? Island in the sun. Vehicles. Here looking 60s-ish. Do we have a year anyway? We're in America. And this has got to be... Chicago. Diamonds, Chicago. And that'll be the bottom there, Chicago something. And the cars are going to be hard because they don't age as well. What are we thinking here? We thinking like 55? That is a neat looking bus, it is. Like, I love the style of cars back then, eh? Like, they just look so good. These guys look sharply dressed here. Are we earlier? Are we like... No, I was going to say, are we like 30s? But we're not 30s. Got the subway here. We know we're in Chicago. We know that. So let's just zoom in here and see what we can find in regards to Chicago. It's got a few. That'd be like theaters now. Surely it would just say theater. Looks like it's quite a big road, so maybe we can bank on it being down here somewhere. Let's have a little look here. What are we looking at? Those got trees, so we don't have trees. Don't have any trees there, and we do have railways. I doubt the railways would probably have moved too much, as a guess. Let's flick it back over here and let's find some railways. Got some railways here. Those will be railways, they're not tramways. Tram different, Paul. Madison Square Garden? Is it? No? I don't know where Madison is. I don't know what I'm talking about here. I'm talking out of a hole in my head. Just looking for something that is wide. Can't see any trees. And maybe if we could find some theatres would be quite nice, but I think I'm just gonna have to take a wild guess. Let's just follow our main road here. Banks, Dunkin' Donuts, Jones Hall. What do we got? Schools. Doesn't really help me. I'm gonna just bank on it being there, and we're going to pull it back. I reckon this is gonna be pre-war. Maybe. I don't know, because I can't tell really. Like I said, with the vehicles, to me they look like yeah, something like that. So just before America got into the war, the Gaylords. Dean Martin was what, 50s, was he? Shit. Dean Martin, 50s. So I don't know. Again, I don't really know with my. Let's say 55. Chicago. Fuck it. 53, and we're just down the road. Potbelly sandwich shop. I never would have found that. I wouldn't have been able to get any closer. Yeah. What are we looking at here? Yes, satellite wise. Oh. Yeah. I like that though. Yeah, 4,800. So 2 years off. 53. I was thinking earlier. And then as soon as I went back and I thought Dean Martin, I was like, Dean Martin was like 50s. It was like, yeah, early 50s possibly. We might be able to get it there. Oh yeah. Election 70, so that means we've got to be 1970. BBC. Are we in the BBC building? BBC building. 1970? Where are you, BBC building? Surely you got to be in London. Is it London? Where was the BBC? I don't know. Let's put it to 1970 because it's going to be the 70 election, which it's got there. We can only take the clues that we've got. I can only imagine it's the BBC building itself. But where the hell is it? Okay, so Central London. Let's go Central London here. Let's go in. I remember Top Gear doing something about going to the old BBC building, but do you reckon I can remember whereabouts it is? Absolutely no idea. I don't feel like it was I don't feel like it was central of wherever it was. I don't even think it was London, to be honest, but I could be wrong. We are just going to have to take a bit of a guess here because I have very limited knowledge of the areas. Paddington Square, Paddington Station. BBC building. BBC, where are you? Let's have a little scope round, because maybe we'll just stumble upon it just in our blind searching around here. But I believe it has since changed, so this would be the old BBC, if it is in fact at the BBC. Big book. Okay, we're not gonna labour on it too long. I'm not gonna get much closer, even looking, unless I just happen to stumble upon it saying, you know, old BBC building. Let's just go.
And now for that phase of my work that has earned me such an
Let's stop. We got the year. Oh. Does it say BBC building? BBC Studios. Golly. 6.9k away. The BBC newsroom on the day of the 1970 British general election, in which the Conservative Party made a surprise victory. I don't think I would have been able to find that. You had to get right in close before it even started showing you. We would have had to stumble upon it. Okay. Pyramids. Okay. What year would we be thinking though? Is it the pyramids or is it the other pyramids as well? Few questions Few questions. Few questions. I don't know. I can't answer those questions until I push a button. Let's get the maps here. I'm gonna take a stab that we are walking between the pyramids here. And which pyramids are we walking between those? So maybe that's the Great Pyramid there, and maybe we're just in front here somewhere. Walking, there's an old road here. Or is it the other way around? I reckon we're here. And this is Great Pyramid of Giza, and this is that one there. So I'm gonna say that we're right here. Yeah. It's got to be an early photo. Let's say maybe 30s, 38. Oh, 1940. Oh, so close. Oh, so close. 50 meters away. The Cameron Highlanders, a Scottish infantry regiment of the British Army marching past the Great Pyramids. Yes. We knew it was the pyramids. We could see it was the pyramids, but it was the year that we just... So close. Oh, man. What do we have here? Where are we? This looks like Picton, if I'm being completely honest, but that doesn't look like Picton. It's reminding me a lot of Picton though. But what are we looking at? Do we have cargo terminal? Give way. All passports. So it's got to be. What are we trying to find here? Police authority. Rent and drop. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we, guys? Surely it's got to be English Channel or something like that, doesn't it? .co.uk is it? Looking like it. Looks recent. Surely it's got to be somewhere here where they go across the channel. And there's cliffs around the side as well. Let's see if we can find something that looks. Yeah, we see we've got the white cliffs there as well, which we've tapered out here. So let's go back down here. I'm liking down here somewhere. Let's see if we can find somewhere along the coast that resembles this. does that. Yes. But it looks more beachy in front, so maybe not quite there. Like it was, but it's not at the same time. See, like over here it looks, maybe it doesn't look beachy. Maybe we were in the right spot here. Let's work with this again. Let's do some more looking. East ramp here, what do we got? Here's where we're looking. Here's where I'm thinking. We got our cliffs here. Looking further, looking further along, it sort of sweeps away. Do we have like those buildings there? Is that building? Or are we back here? I think here's too far back. But that looks like, oh, maybe that building there, and there's this building here. So yeah, I'm thinking here. Okay, so then we've got like our lanes here. So that's going to put us about up here, maybe on the pass, maybe on the overpass. Let's go a little bit closer. Camera makes it a bit hard. I'm going to put it here. Now, what year are we thinking? Got a couple of lads there wearing hoodies. It's what, like 2017. Do you have any vehicles that might help us here? Got a Tesla. Maybe 2020. When did Teslas becoming all the rage? They got masks on. Can't see any masks. So maybe we're not. Maybe we are looking pre-COVID. Let's go 2020. Let's go 2020. Oh yeah, no, it was closer to the. Oh, it was closer up there. 2023. No. Oh, Paul. Come on. We're 50 meters away, so we're so close with that location there. We did find it though. We did find it.